Hey everyone, have a hi here with another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, finally, I get to do a full breakdown with some team builds like I normally do for the $350 million celebration LR Dokkan Festival exclusive Super Saiyan Goku. So with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and dive right in. So as usual, first and foremost, we're going to look at the card art. So the card art here, the SSR is to the left, which I think initially it didn't look very good to me, but now, with the background, with the, Super Saiyan aura, it looks great. It looks great. Now the right hand side, you might go, wait a minute, that's not kind of what it looks like. Well, on global, we ended up getting a non-blue shaded, this is what it looks like here, right? So this versus this here, I think was very, very interesting here. So I actually like this. It looks great. But no, it's not animated. They just, in a sense, forgot an asset or something. But tell me what you guys like in the comment section below, the blue or this shaded here, or unshaded blue. But both looks fantastic. I do like the SSR better than the TUR, but nothing beats the LR art, right? It's because the LR art is just glorious. Look at this. It is the Strike of Full Anger Super Saiyan Goku. It is a Super INT LR in its glory. And let's go ahead and break down the stats here. So leader skill, a strong leader skill. They could have done better. I think they held back, which makes no sense for them to do. They're introducing a new category, another new category, legendary existence. It's like 70 plus now. This is what it's going to be for quite some time, it seems like. So legendary existence or Super Saiyans. This is a huge upgrade for a leader for Super Saiyans here, and Super Saiyans is such a powerful category. Very going to be interested in seeing where Super Saiyans land on the best teams list. So especially the one I do, right? So category Ki +3, HP and attack 170%, and defense of 150. I don't know why they held back. I really don't. Getting an additional, basically, 20% or 40% with a friend. If you're going to bring a friend here, it's good, right? It's going to be beneficial, but I don't think it's, breaking the game if you gave 40% to everybody on the team. So, so I wish they would have done one or the other. So they would have done HP and attack defense 170% across the board, or they gave 4 Ki. I think either one would have been very advantageous. I understand why they're not giving 4 Ki because of the super attack benefits here, but I don't know. I'm disappointed, but it's still very strong leader skill. But at this current time meta, they really should be breaking the meta like at 180 or going beyond. I don't know when they're ever going to do that. I think we're around 3 years now in this type of category meta. Anyway, I can keep I can keep going on leader skill, but let's move on to really the most unique thing about this this unit here, and its ability to do a mega colossal damage on both 12 and 18 Ki, thus not really having any kind of difference in damage output, unless you're going to be doing the 18 Ki, because you're going to get a stack of an attack of 30% to SA multiplier, right? So you can continue to stack, and this is amazing. You can stack attack and defense, and if you really proc an additional attack, you're going to be able to do both, right? If you do 18 Ki and then you're going to do a 12 Ki right afterwards, you're going to get 30% to SA multiplier and 30% to defense, and it's stacking constantly. This is really this style here, and they basically did the same thing for Frieza, but opposite. This style here makes the units, Goku and Frieza, the best or one of the best units in the long game, right? So for longer events and things of that nature, having the raises defense and raises attacks, these units are going to be so strong at the end of the fight. This is why these are definitely top tier units. Are they the best units in the game? It's it's debatable depending on what you're talking about, right? For long events, you can definitely argue that, especially against like MUI Goku, where you can't dodge at the end of some of these long legendary events. So yeah, the uniqueness of the Mega Colossal on both 12 and 18, and the stacking ability, super strong. Passive skill is the Super Saiyan's Final Showdown. Ki +2, attack and defense 159% straight out. That's already ridiculously strong for an LR like this. But they're going to be basically designing a little bit with the rest of the passive skill to really help out that super attack stack. So if you're going to be fighting in the first position and you get actually attacked, you're going to be able to do an additional super attack guaranteed. So that's a huge benefit there. So basically raises defense 30% stack guaranteed if you're going to get hit that first turn. So yeah, once again, you're going to have to decide on the benefits. Now, if you're just doing a short event, it's good to just put them in the second slot here. Actually, you can do both. They're going to be, because you're going to get additional damage for another super attack. But here, you're going to get a 59% additional to attack calculated separately, which is crazy strong, and a medium chance of doing an additional super attack. So yes, it's not guaranteed, but you can definitely proc that. Again, get that 30% defense, but also get 59% attack on top of that in the second or third position. Now, this is where it gets even super strong depending on what type of enemy you're fighting. So you're going to get key +1 at the start of each turn, up to 3 key, plus another additional 59% when there's an extreme class enemy. All right, so if you're fighting extreme class, you're just doing a lot of damage. Now, if you're fighting against Frieza, any Frieza unit or any Frieza enemy, you're going to perform a crit. So if you've seen the damage output against a Frieza, it is one-shotting most of the stuff that's out there, you know, crazy strong. So I think the passive skill is good. I would have liked to see an additional feature, something that maybe I couldn't think of, like an exchange mechanic or even revival, but something like that, where they made this a little bit special. I think really what they did with the 12 key and 18 key with the Mega Colossal is kind of what they're saying. Hey, we're making this so that you can, you know, do 12 or 18 and you're going to do a lot of damage. So, but it just doesn't feel all that special. Now, they do have an interesting active skill here where I initially read it wrong. But this is the Angry Kamehameha. Greatly raises attack for 50% temporarily and causes ultimate damage to enemy. Basically, if you're facing an extreme class enemy and the enemy's HP is 30%, this is where I read it wrong. I thought it was you had to have 30% or less, but the HP of the enemy was 30% or less. You basically get a finishing move. I think it's actually pretty cool that they're able to do this. And you know how many times we're in Super Battle Road, you're like, oh man, they have like a tiny little bit of health left, and you're like, oh man, and they're gonna attack 7 times in the first position, right? So you're like, oh no, I'm gonna die here. But in this case scenario, boom, you know, you're gonna be able to activate that, hit the active skill, and just finish them off. So I think there's some additional advantage there. So I've used it multiple times now, and it's pretty fun actually. Link skills are really good for, well, not really good, but common for a Super Saiyan Goku here. Super Saiyan Golden Warriors, Saiyan Warrior Race, Kamehameha, Prepare for Battle, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. So really good for a Goku. But really where this shines, just like the Super Attack and Ultra Super Attack, is the categories. So I would say the strongest thing about this unit is the SA and the categories, because look at the list of different teams you can run this unit on. Planet Namek Saga, Pure Saiyans, Full Power, Goku's Family, Super Saiyans, Kamehameha, Savers, Exploding Rage, Turtle School, Miraculous Awakening, Powerful Comeback, Legendary Resistance. And I did not do team builds for all these, right? I normally just do team builds for the leader skill. But just keep in mind, you can combo this unit with a bunch of other Gokus. And it's just going to do very well, right? You're gonna see a lot of units with Prepare for Battle or Kamehameha, even just Super Saiyan and Fierce Battle. So yeah, pretty much you're gonna have a good link partner on every single one of these teams here. So the stats, of course, are fantastic at 2150, 21975 for attack, really strong, and 13381 for defense. So there's the stats here, and yeah, I think definitely a top tier unit, arguably one of the best or the best unit in the game, especially for long events. But you know, like Super Battle Road, things of that nature, there are a little bit of disadvantages, you know, right off the bat. So anyway, let's talk about linking partners, link sets, and then do some just quick little team builds here. So best linking partner actually is the AGL LR Super Saiyan Gohan. So 7 links, all 7. maxed out there. So if you're gonna run this unit with Gohan, you're just gonna, and you have link level 10s on both of them, they're really gonna complement each other and it's gonna beef their stats up tremendously. So definitely, if you're able to do that, definitely do that. So some other options, being that the Gohan is 7 links there, the 6 links of note would be Super Saiyan 3 INT Goku. And then I just realized I'm gonna have to change something in a bit, but or anyway, Super Saiyan 3 Goku there, and then the Gogeta, right? So the Gogeta is 6 links as well. Now the 5 links, I put down a bunch of LRs, and then 4 links, I put a bunch of LRs there as well. But of course, the up and coming Easy A Super Saiyan transformation Goku is gonna have 5 links, and but it's gonna be interesting. You can run, 2 Brolys. You can see there, super strong rotation. And here's some other units that you run as links as well. So anyway, strong options, right? You can kind of mix and match. He is on so many different categories, and yeah, super strong here when it comes to his links. So let's talk about teams. Like I said, I'm just going to be focusing on Legendary Existence and Super Saiyan's team. And pretty much, I just said, what, the first one that came to mind would be with the Legendary Existence with the UI Goku setup. So basically running a INT Super Saiyan Goku with Super Saiyan Gohan LRs, and then another rotation with UI Goku and MUI Goku and UI Goku. And then just a floater. You can use a transformation, Goku, he's not really available right now, but he will be. You can run like a Super Vegito. You can run just any kind of unit down there as your other floater. And then your support unit is fantastic. It's High School Gohan. And having High School Gohan as your support makes this team just widely amazing. So definitely one of the best teams in the game. We'll see where they actually rank up. How I like to rank things, but if you don't want to run this team, guess what? You can run a Broly rotation, Easy A Broly with Tech Broly. That's one of the strongest rotations you can run. And then a MUI Goku, UI Goku rotation is there as well. Or of course you can just run the Gohan again and put MUI. You can put MUI Goku as a floater on this team. That's how flexible this team is. So very strong there. Another way you can kind of run this here would be, of course, Super INT. Super INT is, you can just look at this, you're like, wow, it's actually really strong. Usually when you do like a mono team with a category, you're very limited, but you're limited to a point. There's some super strong units that you could run here. And look at, you got Super Vegito, you got Easy A UI Goku, that Gogeta is a super strong unit. So yeah, very fun that you can run the Super in here and just wreck stuff. Another team that I would say is going to be the most beneficial if you're going to do no item runs is you can run a full stacking team. Yeah, it's actually pretty impressive. And yes, I know that if you see on the bottom bench there, the physical Vegeta and the soon-to-be Easy 8 AGL transforming Goku, they're not stacking unlimitedly, but they stack for a few turns, and I just put them on there just cuz. And then you can bring some Brolys there as stacking units as well, but stacking defense, all of these are stackable. Now of course Trunks and Namek Goku, you have to wait a little bit for them to transform to stack, but everyone else is just stacking up a storm, right? So, and then 12 key double 12 key attack, you're gonna get 60% to defense, which is just crazy strong. And yeah, so again, Legendary Existence Super Saiyans, very strong team. And guess what? You have another World Tournament approved team now you can run here, because you can run the Easy A Broly with the Super Saiyan Broly. You can even run Majin Buu on this team or the Strength Buu there as a Legendary Existence unit. And of course, you have Tech Jocko and INT Chaozu as your other units there. But if you want to bring some support, you can bring High School Gohan on here and he'll be just fine. So you do have a new World Tournament team on this. Now, like I mentioned before, you don't have, I didn't really run through various different options for this Goku here, but you can link him up with a lot of different, as you can see here, a lot of different units here. But I did do some combos outside of the Super Saiyan Goku, right? So you can run different kinds of combos on the Legendary Existence Super Saiyans team here. We talked about, Broly, we talked about UI Goku here, but you can run a Super Vegito combination. On JP, you can run, the Gogetas there. That's like, Tech Gogeta and Physical Gogeta and Int Gogeta. Whoa, super strong there. You can run the GT Heroes combo. You run that as a rotation with Goku and Vegeta there. You can run a Tapion combo. That's actually a pretty strong defensive combo there. Bardock, he's very interesting. He links up well with Super Vegito or Broly, so it's kind of interesting there. And then, yes, you can bring this other Super Saiyan Goku, but in all, that's a kind of last resort type of option there. Even Gobros you can put on this team. So Gobros still hanging around on a lot of different teams here. You guys know how much I love Gobros. But anyway, that is now the full breakdown for the LR Super Saiyan Goku here. And if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. And yeah, amazing unit. Hopefully you guys have some fun rocking this guy here. And with that, yeah, thank you for watching. Keep on Dokkaning. We'll catch you next time. Later.